Hi, I'm John from the Stringfellow Insurance Agency in Boulder, Colorado, and today I'm going to talk to you about the importance of doing an annual insurance review. It's the beginning of 2018, and oftentimes it's good at the beginning of the year to look back at, hey, what happened last year, and were there changes that would warrant the need to review your insurance? Typically, health insurance and benefits that you have through your employer have an automatic review at the beginning of every year, and you'll know what kind of changes those are. But often you don't necessarily know what your auto and homeowners insurances are going to do unless you get a renewal sometime in the middle of the year. And a lot of times people don't really look at that. They just look at the price. And if the price is what they think it should be, they press on. If they think it should be different, they might follow up and look at different options. But there's different things that people should look at on an annual basis. Primarily, what you want to look at is, were there any changes in my life? Did you get married? Did you have any kids? Did you have any new additions to the family? Did you go the other direction and possibly get divorced? All of those types of things warrant an insurance review. From a personal property standpoint, did you acquire anything of value? Did you get anything of value for your home? Did you maybe purchase your wife or a significant other an expensive piece of jewelry that you might need to be insuring differently than what you would before? So we're going to cut on just a couple of high points as we go through for auto, home, and life insurance. So for auto insurance, number one, you want to make sure your liability limits are in the right place. A lot of people saw great appreciation in the stock market this past year. If you happen to be fortunate to be one of those, and the assets that you need to have covered with liability coverage increased greatly, then you might want to look at whether your liability limits for your auto are high enough, and or if you need to add an umbrella. Medical payments. Most people carry approximately $5,000 of personal injury protection or medical payments on their vehicles. Some people may be carrying more. With healthcare doing the things that they're doing in terms of a lot higher deductibles, do you have a deductible in your healthcare insurance that is maybe higher than $5,000, so that if you're in an accident and you're injured, that first pay money that comes out of the auto policy, is that going to be enough to cover what you need to prevent out-of-pocket before your deductible is satisfied on your health insurance? Comprehensive and collision on your vehicles. As vehicles get older, maybe the say the $500 deductible that you have for your 15-year-old vehicle isn't, maybe your vehicle is only worth $1,200, so you're maybe paying for a little, $400 or $500 of protection in that, and if it might be necessary to drop that from your coverage because it really isn't giving you anything. On your home, did the rebuild cost change significantly? Did you do any remodeling? Did you take up the carpet and or put hardwood floors in? Did you change the cabinets and or change the countertops in your kitchens? Just little examples that'll increase the rebuilding cost of your home. So if any renovations were done, you'll want to get that updated so that you have the right replacement value in the home. Did you purchase any high value items? I mentioned that real briefly, but if you did, for jewelry especially, there's probably going to be some limits to what some theft limits in your home policy unless you put a floater on for those. So if you have anything more than maybe say $1,500, it's a good idea to investigate putting a floater on that jewelry. Life insurance. Changes in family status are a real big thing for a couple of reasons. Number one, you need to make sure that you annually or as things change that your beneficiaries are in order. If you happen to get a divorce and or made some other change, are the beneficiaries correct for you? If you had additional kids, are all of the kids listed as secondary beneficiaries if your spouse is listed as the primary beneficiary? And finally, did you make any changes, any job changes? Oftentimes people have insurance, life insurance through their work. They make a change and that policy is no longer in force and may accidentally find that they don't have any life insurance and it's necessary. So again, those are just a few reasons to look at why you should review your insurance on an annual basis. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call us, 303-443-1288. Thanks.